So this is the Quran itself. This is like an intro book. These are all free. We don't really push it on anybody, but whatever you want, take it. Do you know much about Islam or?
A decent amount.
Oh, okay, then you're well read about it. What do you know about Islam?
I lived in the Middle East.
Oh, okay. Where'd you live?
Israel.
Israel. Okay. Oh, so are you Jewish or Christian?
I'm a Jew.
Nice.
My wife is Catholic.
Okay. So are you Orthodox? Are you?
No, I'm not very religious. I mean, I'm like non-practicing Orthodox, if that
Gotcha.
makes any sense.
Yeah, I don't know much, so I like to ask and learn. So you believe in the Torah, obviously, right?
In a cultural sense.
Not in a religious sense?
Not really.
Okay. So you don't believe
me, I'm not going to lie to you.
I appreciate that. I wouldn't expect you to lie to me.
Yeah. I'm not religious.
Gotcha.
In a cultural sense.
So I mean, this is just for me to learn too. This is really beneficial because we don't get a lot of Jews come to the table. Usually get Christians and Catholics. Catholics I kind of have understanding. So you do believe in God?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
There is no question.
Excellent.
There is one God.
Me too. All right, monotheism. We're on the same page so far.
There's only one God, and that's.
So you believe in Moses and Abraham, or do you think those were real people? Were they like kind of historic figures, or were they prophets?
I mean, I can answer you honestly.
Please, I appreciate honesty.
I study archaeology a little.
Okay.
Moses was most likely a fictitious character. Moses was most likely a fictitious character. Moses was most likely a fictitious character.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of archaeological findings nowadays that really shows our understanding is not accurate.
Gotcha.
The first character that probably was really real was David.
Okay, as a king in Israel.
He was more like a chieftain.
Gotcha, not a king. So you don't think he was a prophet though? Like you don't think he got a revelation from God and stuff like this?
It's hard to know. I mean, I know Muslims believe in the Zabur.
Oh, we do, yeah.
Which is the revelation that was given to David.
You're on it. I like you. Go ahead.
But there's no copy of it. Nobody has a copy of the Zabur.
We Muslims don't believe there is a copy around. That is correct. Yeah. We do believe in the Quran, and there are copies, manuscripts of the Quran, right? There you go. So at least we were there, right? So we as Muslims believe in Ibrahim and Dawood and Suleiman and Musa, not from archaeological. I'm not an archaeologist, so we believe it because it's in the Quran, right? And we believe in the Quran because it was revealed to a man who couldn't read or write, right? Historians pretty much come to a consensus that he was illiterate. And for him to bring forth a literary work, and I'm sure you know a little bit of Arabic because you live there. Or you
can read and write it a little bit.
That's pretty good. That's better than most of the guys here. So
you guys can't read and write Arabic?
So, some of us can, some of us cannot, right? Some of them are new Muslims, so they're just learning now.
It's like Hebrew.
Right.
Because if you speak Hebrew, it's very similar.
It's close, yeah. They're both Semitic languages, right?
The difference is the Hebrew letters are not connected.
Gotcha.
Arabic letters connect.
Nice.
And that's something to learn. That's like a little difficult.
Yeah. But they're both Semitic languages, so I'm sure it's easy for you. So for the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to bring a literary work that no Arab poet could challenge at the time was pretty amazing. Like imagine today, somebody who can't read or write brings forth such a English language book that no PhD linguist could respond to, right?
It would be impressive.
It would be impressive. Not necessarily a miracle by itself, so let's keep going with that, right? Then we have historic evidence, and since you are interested in history, I don't know if you read much about the moon splitting and the documentation of the eyewitness accounts and things. Have you?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Check it out. I mean, I have a video on it. If you go to, we have a YouTube channel called One Message Foundation.
Sure.
You can watch it. You can be honest. You're not gonna me.
I mean, I can be honest. I really don't want to.
No, you're not gonna us. Trust me. People come out here and say all kinds of things. You are more than respectful. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Sure. I'm sure you guys hear a lot of that's true.
Yeah.
He was traveling around with Jews and Christians.
Was he?
Yes, he
Historic.
was.
Who did he travel with?
There were Jewish groups, and the Quran talks about Jewish groups. It describes them as the actually.
What surah?
Oh, I can't tell you the exact surah.
I'll tell you what. So let's do this.
It talks about how the Christians, it says you will find your friends in the Christians.
Really?
Not the ones who call themselves the Jews. I've read it myself. He was traveling around with both of them, and afterwards, the original fasting was not Ramadan, it was Yom Kippur.
Really?
And then once they turned around and rejected, that's when things started to really develop.
So can you, I mean, as I showed you the verses, could you tell me, like, is that in the Quran, the Yom Kippur thing?
The Yom Kippur thing, no.
Is it in Hadith?
I'm not going to give you claims.
Okay, I appreciate that.
No,
I really appreciate that. So where did you read it?
Traveling with Jews and Christians.
Okay, so let's take one at a time, right? So the Yom Kippur, where did you read that about him, the original fasting being Yom Kippur?
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember.
All right.
So I can't stand on it too hard.
I got you.
Because then I can't give you a source.
So let's put that to a side then, right?
Fine.
All right. Him traveling with Christians and Jews, you said that's in the Quran?
That's my understanding.
Okay.
That he was speaking with them and learning with them before the original revelations came to him. Which makes sense because historically there were Christians and Jews walking around Arabia at that time. And that I can.
But historically, most of the Jews that were there were in Medina. Banu Qura, Banu Qunayza, Banu Qanuqa, Banu Nadir. They were in Medina, not in Mecca. Right? No?
No.
Can you go back and check on that?
Yes.
I taught this.
Because what happened was Solomon himself, or that time period, sent Jews down to Yemen.
Okay, but that's not Mecca. Yemen is way.
No, but that whole area, there were Jews there.
But again, Arabia, the big peninsula, right? As you know, right? So Solomon sending Jews to Yemen, and I have no qualm with that, would definitely not prove that there were Jews and Christians in Mecca, or that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, traveled with them, or that he learned from them. So those are pretty wide. You're pushing it, right? So let's take it on historic perspective, right?
I can't say exactly where they were.
Okay.
They were there, and Muhammad was traveling around too.
So can you not today? I mean, you can take your time, look it up. I just want to learn. Can you go home and check where the references that prove that the Prophet Muhammad?
I'm sorry.
All right, we love the phones, man. You can Google everything, right?
Anyway, of course I would.
Okay, excellent. So take a look at your references. Come back. I'd love to talk to you and learn about it because I, having taught the life of the Prophet, peace be upon him, looking at the earliest manuscripts, he was not a student of any religion, and Mecca was not a hub of Christians or Jews. Medina was, right? Mecca was almost.
That may be. No, I'll accept
sure.
that. That could be.
Mecca was mostly idol worshippers.
To argue that.
Yeah, but no, it's not even an argument. Go home and look it up.
Whatever,
debate, discuss,
whatever.
learn.
Yeah.
So let's say you go home and you look up those references, and it turns out that he wasn't. But then we still have these kinds of miraculous things that happen. Would you say that's something that you should at least look into?
My eyebrows.
There you go. Excellent, excellent.
That's fine.
So you have a Quran, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Excellent. Do you want another one? It's free.
I have one.
It's free.
Okay.
There you go. How can you give it up?
Excellent. It doesn't make. I'm just being honest. It doesn't make a difference.
As long as you're going to read it, I have no problem with giving it to you as a gift. Would you like one?
She's my wife.
I know.
Mine is hers. Hers is mine.
All right.
If I have one, she has.
Cool. Excellent. Well, now you have one. So
well, thank you for talking to us.
Excellent. Really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. We look forward to you coming back and bringing us some of those references so I can kind of pick up my level.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Thank you. Have a good day.